On this day in 1982, Johan Cruyff made his only appearance as a player at Celtic Park. Celtic had crossed paths with Johan Cruyff and Ajax 11 years before in the quarter-finals of the European Cup in March 1971. On that occasion, the main stand at Celtic Park was undergoing renovation work, and so the home leg on the 24th of March was switched to Hampden Park. Having lost the first leg in Amsterdam 3-0, Celtic faced an uphill struggle and Ajax flooded the midfield to stifle the match. A late goal from Jimmy Johnston was no more than a consolation as Celtic recorded a 1-0 win. Ajax went on to win the European Cup 3 years in succession. Both teams had seen better days by 1982. But Ajax had brought back the now 35-year-old Cruyff after his long spell at Barcelona, followed by 4 years in America, and had an exciting young team, including the Danes Jan Molby, Søren Lerby and Jesper Olsen. On the bench at Celtic Park was an 18-year-old Marco van Basten. Celtic were on the up too. Billy McNeill was in his 5th season since taking over from Jock Stein in May 1978, and over that period, Celtic had improved steadily from the low point of 1977-78. The midfield of Tommy Burns, Paul McStay and Murdo MacLeod was full of skill and drive, and up front, Charlie Nicholas had returned from his leg break even better than before. With Davy Provan and Frank McGarvey alongside him, Celtic looked like they could score against anyone. Their weak point, ironically for a team put together by a truly great defender, was in defence, where McNeill himself had never been adequately replaced. They would be without the suspended Roy Aitken against Ajax, with Davy Moyes filling in alongside Tom McAdam. Celtic lined up Bonner, McGrain, Reid, Moyes, McAdam, MacLeod, Provan, McStay, McGarvey, Burns, Nicholas. Subs, Latchford, Sinclair, Sullivan, McCluskey, Craney. Celtic were rocked after only 4 minutes when Jesper Olsen swept past Davy Moyes and Danny McGrain before crashing the ball from an angle on the left of the box past Pat Bonner at his near post. McGrain would later say Olsen was the most difficult winger he'd ever faced. On 14 minutes, Celtic won a penalty when Tommy Burns wrong-footed Cruyff, who brought him down as he went past him towards the byline, and Charlie Nicholas confidently planted the ball past the keeper. But just 4 minutes later, Ajax went ahead again with a goal that oozed class. Nicholas was dispossessed on the touchline deep in the Ajax half, and the ball was shuttled at lightning speed towards Olsen on the same side. He passed infield to Cruyff, with Lerby running off him into the box. Cruyff jumped and cushioned the ball perfectly into Lerby's path, and as Bonner rushed out, he effortlessly dinked it over him and just under the bar. But back came Celtic on 27 minutes, a powerful Davy Moyes header upfield, head flicked on by Nicholas into the path of Frank McGarvey, who passed it into the net under the diving keeper. The pace of the game slowed down to a whirlwind after that, and Celtic had chances to score, and a Stonewall penalty turned down when Burns was fouled in the box again. By the end, Ajax were happy to close out the match and take a 2-2 draw back to Amsterdam. Celtic won praise for their part in what was a superb match, but a Cruyff-inspired Ajax looked a class apart, and not even the most optimistic Celtic fan thought they had a chance of achieving the win they now needed in Amsterdam. But Billy McNeill told the Evening Times on the 16th of September 1982, "Now we will need a very good performance indeed in Amsterdam to continue in the competition, but difficult situations can be resolved, and that's what we'll be trying to do."